This is not another boring kale salad. Kale is one of my favorite vegetables, and I created this recipe to kind of step away from that boring, tough kale. So this is not another boring kale salad. It's super easy to whip up. The dressing will keep in the fridge for at least 3 days in an airtight container. So I have a large garlic clove minced, anchovy paste. Don't turn your nose up at the anchovy paste, you won't taste it. We have lemon juice, Dijon mustard, a teaspoon of honey, and I like to dip my teaspoon in the oil so that honey just comes right out, otherwise it's gonna get stuck. I like to use the Tuscan kale. It's also known as dino kale. I find it easier to shred into ribbons, and it's not as tough as just your typical kale that you find every day at your grocer. So this is a little bit harder to find. So if you can find dino kale, I suggest using that. So now that we're all whisked, we're gonna slowly add our oil until it emulsifies into a nice thick dressing. So the trick with kale, I find, is you really need to massage it in order for it not to be chewy. So let's add just half of the dressing and just really work it. Get your hands in there and massage it. It'll shrink about half the size. Typically, 1 head of kale is a good side for 2. Or if you want more as a main, this works really well with a protein added on top. So I think this looks best just served in a shallow dish. And I like to top it with toasted breadcrumbs. You can buy them, or all you have to do is pulse it in a food processor, toast it in the oven until they're nice and golden brown, and shaved pieces of pecorino. We'll finish with some fresh cracked pepper, and there you have it. Not a boring kale salad. For all the tools you need for this recipe and more, visit us at gourmetwarehouse.ca.